Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure vehicle review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Gold Label Walmart exclusive Batmobeast from Dark Knight's Death Metal. This is the Gold Label variant. This is really just the interior sort of skeleton of the Batmobeast. It's missing the outer shell. And you know what? I actually kind of think it looks cooler this way. I can actually possibly see this being in Batman's armory. But the other one, the giant monster truck, sure has a cool factor, but it is definitely not something I could ever see a traditional Batman using. And I realize it's not from a traditional Batman story. The Batmobeast is actually an evil Batman. He's from one of the dark multiverses, and the evil Batman from that world died and his consciousness is put into the Batmobeast. Yeah, it's actually a thing. I pre-ordered this from Walmart.com, and it actually arrived early. Surprising, because everything else I pre-ordered there is running late. So let's check out the packaging. As you can see, gold label, DC Multiverse Batmobeast. Here it is. I believe this one actually comes with a Death Metal Batman. So, it comes with more stuff, and it's way cheaper than the previous one. Just missing the outer shell, which is a pretty cheap piece of plastic anyway. DC Multiverse Batmobeast, Dark Knight's Death Metal. On both sides, same thing. On the back, here's a vehicle with Batman. The way this is shot looks really cool. Very sort of military feel to it. Batman in the cockpit. At the bottom, here is the barcode, in case it helps anybody. So, with no further ado, let's open it up. And, as always, I did get two of these vehicles, one of which to open and enjoy, and the other one to keep unopened in my complete Batman-related unopened action figure collection. And here it is, next to the original release of the Batmobeast. I got this thing at Target a long time ago. The boxes are pretty much the exact same size, although this one doesn't have the open box where you can actually see and touch the vehicle. Here's the new Batmobeast, taking its rightful spot on top of my Batman comics. Here it is, with my other, more recent, unopened Batman acquisitions. Alright, now that I got this thing out of the package, here it is, with all the accessories laid out. Not only do you get this Batmobeast, but you also get the Death Metal Batman, you get a large Sith, display stand, and a collector's card. And here's a closer look at everything you get. We have the vehicle, collector's card, display stand, Sith, and Batman. Pretty cool stuff. This is actually the third time they've released the Death Metal Batman, and the second time they've released the Batmobeast. Now, on one of the dark multiverse Earths, as you see in Dark Knight's Metal, a ton of evil Batman come from there. This is Batman, regular Batman, fights crime, etc. And he uploaded his consciousness into the internet and was spying on everybody. The world did not appreciate that. He ended up getting killed. Before that happened, he uploaded his consciousness into this vehicle. So this vehicle is not only a badass looking car or truck, but it's also an actual evil Batman himself. It has the tactical skills of Batman. It can even speak. Yeah, that sounds kind of dumb. That's because it kind of is. Very gimmicky, but leaves us with a pretty cool looking vehicle in front of us. So let's take a closer look at it. It's got the headlight on the front here. It does have a little bit of articulation there. The wheels look like they're covered in mud. I like that. Nice little effect there. Bat symbol on the wheels. I see a bat symbol on the engine here. It's got a steering wheel that looks like a bat symbol, and it can actually rotate. We've got the seat here for the driver. The back wheels, even larger, also covered in mud. Giant exhaust here. You're going to have a room in the back to be able to hold some other figures standing in there. At least two regular McFarlane DC Multiverse figures should fit there. Mud splattered all over the metal parts. Pretty cool. I like that stuff that'll differentiate it from the other one. Batman symbol here on the side as well. It does look like something from Mad Max or a post-apocalyptic future. I like it. And I think it actually looks cooler like this than with the frame on. The wheels, both front and back, have skulls all across the tread. Nice little details. Skulls inside of a bat symbol, it looks like. Now let's check out the accessories to the Batmobeast. And yes, I do consider this Batman figure an accessory to the car. We have the Death Metal Batman, display stand, Sith and collector's card. All nice stuff. So let's take a look. Batman figure, I think he's going to be identical to the previous release. Short-eared cowl, nice personality, little stubble. Looks really good. Now that I'm going to have a third one of these guys, I can do some head swaps, try to put it as a good use. Leather jacket, spikes on, all these buckles, armor on his gauntlet, chains with skulls around his belt, Batman symbol on the knees. The sculpting detail is amazing. The jacket sort of separates so he can sit on the bike, etc. Very good looking figure, but not exactly my version of Batman, that's for sure. I like a more traditional one I could use for my world building. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. The face and head sculpt are quite nice. Reminds me of the Grim Knight Batman. Nice, sort of gritty, stubble Batman, short-eared, angry, I like it. But then of course you have this leather jacket and all that sort of stuff. Definitely screams Todd McFarlane. Here's this Death Metal Batman on the left that came with a new Batmobeast, next to the original version on the right. This one was in the Build to Collect Dark Father Wave. They're 100% the same figure, except the left hand. They're both gripping hands, but the one that came in the Dark Father Wave has a slightly more open hand. That way he can play the Plastic Man guitar that he came with. And here he is, next to the single release of the Death Metal Batman. This one came with the Sith instead of the red guitar, and these are 100% the same figure, exact same hands and everything. And now McFarlane has forced me to have 3 of these Death Metal Batman. I'll probably put one to other uses, customizing. It's a great head, and I could probably do something with the jacket, although it's a little too spiky. Here's the Death Metal Trinity of figures: Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Now let's look at the rest of the accessories. We'll start off with the boring stuff. Comes with a typical McFarlane stand, black perfect circle, says DC on the bottom, 1 peg for the peg holes on his feet, thin, basic. Now let's look at the collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of the Batmobeast, simply the toy here. Batmobeast from Dark Knight's Death Metal. On the back side, there is a description if you want to read that. Go ahead and pause now. And here's the new Batmobeast collector's card next to the original one. Then we have his large scythe or sickle. Blade looks pretty good. The handle looks like it's made of wood. The sculpted detail is pretty nice. Now mine is quite warped for the packaging. Go ahead and heat up some water, dip this thing in there, straighten it out. After dipping it into some hot boiling water, straighten it right out. Pretty nice accessory. Here's Batman holding that large sickle. He can hold it with either one hand or with 2. This accessory would be a great addition to a Scarecrow action figure. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the Batmobeast and its accessories, now let's check out the measurements. As far as how deep it is from front to back, just about 16.5 inches deep. As far as how tall it is, about 11 inches tall. And as far as how wide it is, just about 11.5 inches wide. Now to check out the action features. There aren't too many. So the wheels, they can actually spin. They feel very good, very sturdy, very durable. The headlights here, they rotate a little bit. The steering wheel inside can rotate as well. It's about the only functioning parts. Now you also have a seat for a figure here, and a place in the back for a couple figures. That's about it. Pretty cool display piece. I like that it can actually hold a figure too. And so speaking of holding a figure, let's put Batman inside. There you have it. Batman's inside. Fits with complete ease. Hands can even grip the steering wheel, and it's not that hard to put him on there. He looks decent. Couldn't really see him from the front very well at that angle, but this is how he looks from up top. Here it is with a couple of other figures inside of it. We have the Death Metal Superman and Wonder Woman in the back. Now without the canopy piece, it's actually quite a bit harder to put them in the back there. There's big wide open areas they kind of want to fall through. Still, it does work. You can see what I mean in the back. When it has the shell, it has this extra piece here that's going to prevent the figures from going down in there. Now I wanted to check it out next to the original version of the Batmobeast. Here are both of them next to each other. It's the exact same vehicle, just a little bit muddied and dirtied up. And then of course, it's missing the shell. Shell's pretty cool, but it's something about it, I think it looks cooler without the shell. Here's more of a side view of the two trucks. And here they both are, with the shell off. Exactly the same, just the new one has a bunch of mud on the tires. The effect actually looks pretty cool. Here's a side view of the regular Batmobeast. And here's this new version with the old shell on it. So you can have the Batmobeast with the shell on top and the muddy tires. Interchangeable. That's really cool. Here's an image of Batman at the Batcave. He's got the Batmobeast next to him. You can see the Dark Knight's Metal Batcycle in the background. Excellent stuff. Here's an image of the regular Batmobeast in the streets of Gotham City. And then talk about the Dark Multiverse. Here are two different sets of the Trinity. Death Metal, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. And a couple other versions that look good with the Batmobeast. We've got Frankenstein and Swamp Thing. They're choosing sides. Multiverses collide. I think this Batmobeast would look cool with either one of the Todd McFarlane designed Batman figures. It would look cool with the Duke Thomas Batman from Dark Knight's Metal. I think one of the best Batman figures next to this Batmobeast is the Dark Knight's Metal Grim Knight. Here are all the evil Batmen from McFarlane's Dark Knight's Multiverse collection. Most of these are from Dark Knight's Metal. Technically, the Batmobeast is another evil Batman. Pretty big collection at this point, and there are still more they could make. I think the Batmobeast looks cool next to a Nightmare Batman from Batman vs Superman. This is the Mezco version, and also the Zero Year Batman by DC Direct. Now let's check it out. Next to some other vehicles in the collection. Here's the new Walmart exclusive Gold Label Batmobeast on the left, next to the original version on the right. And here it is next to the Batraptor, McFarlane's first Bat vehicle. Then, next to the Dark Knight's Metal Batcycle. And here it is with the White Knight Batcycle. I got 4 of these guys. They were great for the Gotham Knights figures. Now let's check it out. Next to some Batman vehicles from different companies. They're all on a pretty similar scale, 6 and 7 inch. Here it is next to the Hot Wheels radio-controlled Batmobile from the Batman. Then, with the Mattel Ultimate radio-controlled Justice League Batmobile. Then, with the slightly smaller Mattel DC Multiverse Justice League Batmobile. I would say this one is the superior of the two. And here, with the Mattel Talking Heroes Nightcrawler from Justice League. And now, next to Mattel's Justice League Flying Fox. Here it is, next to my Cat Mulder. Here's the Batmobeast, next to the DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Batmobile. I got both versions. And here it is, next to the DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Batwing. Then, with the Hot Toys 1/12 scale the Bat. Here it is, next to a Soap Studios remote-controlled tumbler. Then, with a couple of Spin Master Batmobiles. These are actually intended for a larger scale, but they work great with the 6 and 7 inch stuff. And now, with both a Mattel and a McFarlane 1966 Batmobile, I'd say the Mattel one is superior. It's on the left. Here's the Batmobeast, next to the Mattel Batman Missions Batmobile on the left, and the Batman Unlimited Batmobile on the right. These will both accommodate 6 inch Batman figures. Here it is, next to an older Mattel comic Batmobile. It's a 2-seater for 6 inch figures. And finally, here it is next to a custom Batman The Dark Knight Returns Bat Tank. This actually holds 6 and 7 inch figures inside. So overall, it's a cool vehicle, but I wouldn't really describe it as a necessary vehicle. I'd say this one is more fudgeable into your typical Batman armory than the other one, as Batman doesn't typically drive giant monster trucks. But I can see him having sort of a militaristic armored vehicle like this. Kind of reminds me of the Bat Tank. I like the muddy wheels. I think it gives it a little more personality than the original one. The action features are cool. Sculpt is nice. But the vehicle is sort of pointless in some ways. Has a nice cool factor, but it's not exactly a traditional Bat vehicle. If I were to rate this thing, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And if I were to rate the other one, at this point I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Probably even a little lower. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure vehicle and action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.